Cool. Oh, gee. I know this is so random of me. I was trying to go live earlier than this. I'll be trying. But obviously that didn't, you know, kids and all. Anywho, I want to say good morning because that's what I wanted to say. But good afternoon. Good early afternoon. Yes, I'm going to get started because I don't have all day. So if you catch this later, leave a thumbs up and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and share button. Okay, so I am finna install these Unis eyelashes. I purchased these Dollar Tree in my area. And I don't know, I guess for giggles, I wanted to try it out because honestly, I'm not mad at some of the stuff that I came across, some of the finds I came across, especially in the new dollar store that I have. So I wanted to check them. I've been wanting to do my lashes, so I just figured this will be good for tutorial based purposes. So they're 3D curl eyelashes, I guess. They have 16 in each package. One is a medium length and one is a natural length. Both are wispies. Okay, so they said they're 100% handmade. Paid $1.25 for this foaming lashes. So $1.25 each. I will be using where the goddamn if where is the glue? Man, this glue been getting on my nerves. I had the glue somewhere. I can't do this without the glue. Y'all, this glue been getting on my nerves. I don't know what I did with the glue again. Oh, guys. Hi, pop in, thumbs up. We gotta find this glue. I know it's somewhere around me. Is it in here? It's not. I would have seen it by now. Dang, what did I do with glue that fast? I might have to come back. I had that mother effer right here with me. It's like probably like I'm sitting on it or it fell. I don't know, guys. All right. I'm gonna have to come back because I can't do this without the glue. I don't know what I did. Oh, you said you love my shirt. Thank you. Shout outs to Ben Bad. Okay. If you know, you know. You had to be there. Okay. Y'all know who Ben Bad is. I got this hand delivered personally. Well, not picked it up from her personally. So shout outs to Ben Bad. Is you stupid or are you dumb? She had the talent in a chokehold, especially them DLs. You don't know, look her up. Look her up. But yes, I definitely was a supporter of hers. She might have been in a couple of folks' baby daddy's inbox. You feel me? But you just gonna leave that alone. Am I sitting on it? Like what the freak? I'm gonna have to come back. It's right there. It's right there. Like what if I had powers? All right, I'm gonna try and. I'm short because of my torso, but I have some long legs. I'm about to try and. How low can you go? Jesus. I'm about to knock this pillow. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got it. I did it. Christmas. Bye. So crazy. He's barking at the other dogs. Hold on. Okay. I don't want because I have this mic and how I connect it um is not in a very secure place. That's what I was afraid of. of it falling. Okay, I have it. It's slowly coming here. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so this is IMV long lasting individual adhesive. This is waterproof. I actually tested it after I allowed a few days of it to dry. So I would say give it like 48 hours before you submerge. Um, just know after you submerge, you might lose a flim here and there. You never know. I tried clusters one other time with Goalie Eyelash Lash Extensions, which I have partnered with, which I have video on reviewing. Yes, I do collabs, and I actually have a couple of coming up soon that I haven't gotten to yet. So, anywho, keep on the lookout, and if you support the girl, then support the girl. Okay. So, anywho, this is a really good glue. I like this glue. I would just say wait 48 hours, full 48 before it dries. I'm using this to apply my glue on this right here in the pan. Yes, this is an actual lash pan, but what was I ever doing with these lashes? Like, I was like, what? Obviously, this was like the first pan I've ever purchased. I'm not doing nothing with it. Like putting this on a baby doll. Like, what am I doing with that? But this is the glue, how it dries out and stuff. So, um, yeah. I'll be using this to apply the glue in order for me to dip. That's what I've been doing for years. Yeah, every time since I got my eyelash extensions done the first time. No, this is not my brand, but I will have a brand coming up very soon. Okay. They love Lily. Sorry, I'm shouting you out. And you say you like my earrings. Thank you, girly. Tori Birch. You know, we gotta shout Tori. I'm a Tori girl. You know, Chanel girls, I can't afford Chanel. There's some Marc Jacobs. I'm on but I'm a Tori girl because a lot of people don't know about Tori Birch. But I don't know, a lot of people at my place of employment, we all Tori girls. But I'm a Tory girl. You said, okay, your person. Okay, period. You know what made me fall in love with these earrings? Because I was seriously considering investing in those Louis V earrings. And at the time I think they were like $700-800. And I watched people do reviews on it. I might have even known that somebody said that they started to tarn. And I was just like, And at the time, I already was a Tory girl. I probably made like 3 per them at the time. So I kept coming across their Miller earrings. That's like what these are, Miller earrings. And it was during like their sales. They have some amazing sales. I just missed their fall segment, like literally just a couple of days ago. But that was intentional. Like, I'm trying to be forbearing and the things that I know that are promised to me. So I'm trying not to certain goals that I want to reach financially, and I have to learn financial literacy. It's something that I struggle with a lot because I'm like, if I see it, I want it. So I have to learn that you're not going to where you need to be, which is on another island, owning another home in another country. Okay, or my first home in another country. So yeah, you say your mom has her birthday. Yes, listen, I plan on getting some more. And at first I was a little coy. I wouldn't wear these. I would wear these here and there. But then I was like, F that. These are the most expensive earrings I've owned. Like, I'm wearing these every single day. And I had these legitimately for almost 3 years. Like, yeah, maybe 3 years. Yeah, and they haven't tarnished at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, they held up really, really, really nicely. They don't have ears or anything. And they finally came out with the silver version, which at first, when I purchased these, I was like a silver girl. But since owning these, like, this is a Tory Burch necklace, a little knick-knack here and there. Just little subtle pieces here and there. Oh, and a little Tory Burch eyeglass. Just a little bit here and there. But yeah, I'm now like the Tory Gold. Okay, like now I don't care for like silver anymore. I do wear. I didn't lose a bracelet. I lost the charms that I had on my other bracelet one night, and it popped. And I'm like, it broke. That means it wasn't meant to be. And I just left the charms there on the ground. I only have one. But yeah, so cover from this. But anywho, I do wear silver in this sense, but I really like the Tory golds. So yeah, like I like the accents. Like I purchased a couple of sandals that had like the Tory medallion, the Tory Miller medallion or whatever. So yeah, thank you for shouting that out. They love Lily. But yeah, back to this here. So I just have one. You can purchase these in a pack from Amazon. Yeah, they come in a big bulk pack for cheap. Just to like as you apply, you want to make sure you separate and get an even spread of the lashes. And of course, we're gonna have our little fan. I'm not sure how charged she is, but she's not charged for real. We always have our African fan. To me when I was last in New York. Okay. Shout outs to what is his name? Aki. Anywho, I might post those videos because those I know nobody never seen before. So anyhow, I am going to get started on my lashes, but we are going to get into this Diddy-ish because that's what we're here for. Well, that's what I'm here for. I've been saving listen to this video just so I can do like a commentary, first impression kind of review on it. Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's one more. I forgot. I'm so clumsy. There's one more thing I forgot. Obviously we're gonna need tweezers. Here we are. So these are the main ones that I normally use. And I guess this one too. I don't like the straight ones, so I don't use that. I smell some sausages. Yeah, I actually am getting ready to go out. So me and the kids got a day. All four of them. We have a day planned today. So they're getting ready now. Yeah. Okay. And there you go. Probably don't need like all of that because I like to put little bits at a time. Where is the top? Okay. Hot sausages. Somebody's having brunch. Okay. Okay. All right. So I want to listen to this story. It's from Soft White Underbelly. So I don't own the copyright to this music. If you hear it, like it's not my thing. It's not my thing. I don't own the copyrights to it. But we are going to listen to it today, and I'm going to give commentary, and it's live. I don't need this connected. I want to show y'all. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah, the YouTube channel is off. Oh, wait, what is it? Oh, it's the YouTube channel is Soft White Underbelly, and the name of this particular video is called "My Night at P Diddy's Freakoff." Tenea. So yeah, we're gonna listen to that. I've been followed this channel, so I'm not new to this channel. What caught me on to this channel, or what attracted me to this channel is because I started to see them come. A lot of the stuff that I would see them come up on like Facebook, the little clips or stories that I would hear were like women and children that were like in prostitution at a young age, exposed to like that type of industry. So I've heard some crazy things. Also about like this young lady from Africa who was from a certain tribe who had her sewn like off and sewn, like sewn shut, like the lips sewn shut. So, okay, I don't know what that means. But anyways, we're gonna listen to that, and am I a little fine here? Because it's actually almost 1 o'clock somewhere here. We're gonna listen to it. I'm gonna comment on it and take it from there as I do my lashes. So once again, this is about P. Diddy. This channel is good for like putting people on the platform to share their story and make others aware. If you're here, you're popping in and out, please leave a like, please subscribe, please share. I'm trying to reach some goals, and I believe I can do it with you guys' help. Okay, so let's get into it. We finna get into it.
In a world where algorithms and financial incentives dictate the information we see,
okay, wait. Sorry. Thank you for the like, whoever did that. I appreciate you. All right, so I'm going to start with, which one should I start with? I'm going to start with the medium length. I feel like the medium length is lighter but longer, and just the with naturals, they're darker but shorter. I'm going to start with the naturals, and then towards the center go with the medium. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so let's get back into this.
Stories that slip through the cracks. This is powerful. In a world where algorithms and financial incentives dictate the information we see, it's easy for important stories to slip through the cracks.
I own the copyrights to anything that you hear outside of my own voice. That's the only thing I own. Okay.
Powerful because it can heavily
fair use
influence
only.
and divide public opinion. Much of what I do in a world where algorithms and financial incentives dictate the information we see, it's easy for important stories to slip through the cracks. This is powerful because it can heavily influence and divide public opinion. Much of what I do on Software Underbelly is about digging deeper and trying to see beyond our own biases. And this is why Ground News is the perfect channel. On any given news story, their app and website combine every article published on it worldwide. We can also see context in each news source, like where it may fall on the political spectrum and how credible it is based on use of subjective language. This is important to think about if you're interested in forming an educated opinion on topics that are in the news, especially on key issues as we head into a polarized election season. I really like their blind spot feed, dedicated to showing news stories that are underrepresented.
These are my natural lashes,
so
FYI.
I encourage you to check them out at ground.news/SWU. Subscribe through my link to save 40% off their Vantage plan. By subscribing or gifting it to someone. Thank you for watching.
Get out.
It was...
Okay,
December
it begins.
22.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, about to be.
December of 22, you were here. We did our first interview. You were just some girl that I met through a friend.
Right.
And you were doing this interview, and you mentioned something about...
I accidentally mentioned it too.
It says soft white underbelly, My Night at P. Diddy's Freakoff, Tenea, Los Angeles, by Mark Later.
About P. Diddy.
About P. Diddy.
You went to one of his parties.
Yeah. Crazy.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me.
I'm going to leave a link to this once this video is done, like in the comments or description box.
But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like, you were telling the truth. And I'm like, duh, I'm not going to lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because I knew it wasn't going to seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People.
FYI, the reason why I wanted to watch this video with you all is because I wanted to watch the video that they're talking about, that they're referencing today. I did come across her video before all this stuff came out. And a lot of people overlooked it because you have to, like, for people that like listen, you have to listen. You know what I mean? You don't get to have like, you know, you need at least a half hour to an hour to hear somebody out a little bit. You know what I mean? So she told her story about her night, and it was a few years ago, and nobody believed her. And recently, one of the channels I follow, Make It Make Sense, I call channel, I call him Mims, Make It Make Sense. He covers Diddy, content related stuff and a lot of other stuff I watch or am into or intrigued by. So anywho, he covered her story. He played it and did a reaction to it. Like earlier this week. And I wanted to go live that night to my reaction to it because I played like the first 5-10 minutes of it and it was like deep. So I just was like, okay, like, nah, I feel like, my subscribers, the people that come to my channel, they should hear her story and I want to hear it fresh. Let me tell you, I ended up falling asleep because your girl is a corporate busy bae. Okay. So just, I was tired, and then, next thing you know, next morning it was taken, and I didn't know why. He stated why it was taken down, but I didn't see why. So, anywho, this just popped back up. So I'm not trying to disrespect anyone, not trying to, like I don't own the copyrights to this, but I do want to go live and do want to give my commentary to it. So we'll get back to it.
People were gonna think that it was just too, because I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too crazy. It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be real vague about it, but that party traumatized me.
How did you get invited to it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and I was looking for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I put two and two together that this prince knew P. Diddy as the producer. When you say a prince,
prince of what?
He was a Arabian prince. Yes. And he really...
She bagged a prince,
was
y'all.
a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually knew. So when he invited me to...
He should be worried about him being a prince. He's a prince.
Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his Freakoffs at. And I never knew that we were going to go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy.
I give up.
I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to be 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really?
Your child needs these 3 key factors to get into an Ivy League or top 25 university. And
I'm like, that's crazy. Because I hear a lot about P. Diddy, and I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's throwing this wild party, I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live.
They want us to put it on
like, the clubs end at like 3 or 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion.
All right, I really am trying to listen to this in her story, but this is pissing me off. I don't understand why they had the sticky part on the back, right? But the flare is in the front. Shouldn't the sticky part be on the front? So you can get that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, I'm going to rewind it a little bit because I don't know if y'all heard it, but I didn't. I heard a little bit, but I need to bring it back. But why? I don't get why they got the sticky part on the back. It should be on the front socket. That's crazy. How you going to... What's supposed to happen here? Like, why did my life go... Oh, they want me to put it... Oh, okay, that's what it is. Sorry. Don't mind me. I wouldn't do it like that.
Hour, and then
for individuals, I wouldn't do it like that. I would want to put them underneath the eyelash line rather than above my lashes. But okay, all right. I see what they want. All right, we're gonna bring it back a little bit. I think she said that, from what I can recall, this is from her original story. Okay, so I got it like this. Um, she was hanging out with this prince. He said, "Listen, we about to go to Diddy house." She's like, "What? We about to go where? I heard about him. Why are we finna go there? Thing I'm about to act like what the?" So that's the last thing that I basically heard. Am I doing this right? Okay, I think I am. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. We have likes right now.
Doing it 6:30.
I'm bringing it back.
Like that night. I'm like, we were going to South Beach party. We're worried about the news and stuff. I was looking on LA that I was true.
Just some girl that I met through a friend.
Right.
That you were doing an interview, and you mentioned something about.
I accidentally mentioned it too. Like it slipped out.
About P. Diddy.
About P. Diddy.
You went to parties.
Yeah. Crazy party.
And he's in the news now because of all the scandal.
And they didn't believe me. But when it started coming out, people were like mentioning me like,
I don't like it.
You were telling the truth about it. And I'm like, duh, I'm not gonna lie about something like that. And I kind of like tried to briefly talk about it because
I don't want to put on my
I knew it wasn't gonna seem true because it was just too much. It was too
crazy.
It was too crazy. People were gonna think that I was just lying. It had like a lot of people involved, celebrities and stuff. So I was trying to be real vague about it. But that party traumatized me.
How did you get into it?
By being with a prince that I met in LA. He lived in Glendale, California. And, long story short, I got out of this crazy little contract and for somebody to invest in me. And I knew somebody who knew somebody that was like, I want to introduce you to a prince. He know a lot of celebrities, producers and stuff. So I never put two and two together that this prince knew.
When you say a prince of what?
He was a prince.
Really?
Yes. And he really was a prince for real. But I wasn't worried about him being a prince. I was worried about who he actually. So when he invited me to, he met me. He said, I want to invite you tomorrow to Music Ultra Week, whatever. And it's like an event, Ultra Music Week. It's like an event for like 2 weeks where people party, including P. Diddy. And they party at Club Live. They party at like just in South Beach, Star Island, like where P. Diddy stays or throw his Freakoffs at. And I never knew that we were going to go there because I was there for 2 weeks and I knew it was something fishy. He kept saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, but I'm only supposed to stay for 2 weeks and I'm here longer than 2 weeks. And it was almost a month. It was basically a month by then. And he was like, no, because I just want you to meet one special person. So he ended up telling me, like, when we went to Club Live, he was like, guess where we're going tonight? I'm like, where? He's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy. And I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's like, no, he's throwing this wild party. Da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at, like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4 and not 2 like how out here is. So we waited around the prince's mansion for about an hour. And then as soon as 30 hit, we all got in the car, like a big Uber. And me and all the other girls. Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, snap. They showing receipts.
For about an hour.
Hold on.
So we waited around the
mansion. Hold on. They showing receipts. I'm about to show y'all the receipts. I'm about to give up on these dollar store lashes. Like, I'm trying. Dollar Tree, I'm trying. It's how you know your girl. Look, they be like, oh, I know she got niggas. I know her phone be blowing up. This is what I be doing. Playing in dollar store lashes. Wow. That's what I be doing. Ain't no phone ringing over here. This is what I do. Listen to gossip. And do my lashes, playing makeup, do my hair, whatever. All right, so I'm gonna have to show y'all real quick, but I'm like, am I? It's just not. I could tell because the band is too thick, y'all. The band is too thick for me to like really do that I would usually do in a situation with a cluster. It's the way I should have been done this eye for real. All right, so rewind it back a little bit. Hold on, we're gonna put this on here. All right, she's stuck. All right, I did 3 so far on this eye. The thing is, what you do on one eye, you got to do on the other eye. But let me show y'all what she was talking about.
Where he's like, to P. Diddy's house. I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that's crazy because I hear a lot about P. Diddy, and I'm like, his house for what? Like, to go sing? He's throwing this wild party, da-da-da. I'm like, oh, okay. So we went from Club Live. It ended at like, the clubs end at like 3 or 4, and not 2, like how out here is. So we waited around the mansion, the Prince's mansion, for about an hour. And then as soon as 6:30 hit, we all got in the car, like a big Uber. And
it says Diddy house.
Now, mind you, I'm the only black girl. So
Star Island.
I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like I'm probably gonna have to sing for him. Da-da-da. And I just tried to.
She said she on her way to P. Diddy's after party. After the after party, and that's what it said.
That's
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it yourself.
And that's why they lock up our phones, because.
So we're gonna do 3 on this side.
It's he can get in trouble like right now. So basically, we arrived. Diddy, black girl. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to meet P. Diddy. Oh, like I'm probably gonna have to sing for him. And I just tried to like keep my composure. So we get there, and that's when stuff got weird. And that's why they lock up our phones, because they know what we see in there. It's he can get in trouble like right now. So basically, so we arrived. Security guard patted us down. They put our phones in a little bubble case. So the bubble case is closed. They can't get unlocked until we walk out. So as we're in there, the only way of us taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got the way of us taking the pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could get. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because the Freakoff is inside the house and the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud.
The Freakoffs is inside the house and in the backyard. Let me rewind this, because maybe I missed something. Like, what do you mean? Just not the front yard.
Taking any type of pictures is if we get in the photo booth. He has like a Team Love photo booth or whatever. Take like 4 pictures. So I, got pictures. I still got everything in my Snap too, like of the photos, everything. That's all you could. So I'm walking around or whatever. So one of his sons, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but it was like recruiting like whoever they wanted to go inside the house, because one of his sons, the Freakoff is inside the house and in the backyard. So you have the pool, and they're playing loud house music. Like, Mark, the house music, it makes you feel kind of woozy, first of all, because it's like a rave or something. Dun, 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 and it's real loud. So you can't nothing, but you're seeing everybody like walking around, drunk, hopping around. It's still 7 a.m. But the sun is like coming up, and People are walking around naked, period. Let's get into it. They're walking around naked already, and they're in the pool skinny dipping. And they're drinking mimosas in the pool, but then it's like a waitress walking around and people drinks, just passing people drinks, and people are just taking them. Me, I don't drink like that, but I'm like an occasional drinker. Like I'll drink if we're
Child, I drink.
or whatever, just for that occasion. So, because people are going to keep saying, drink, drink, drink.
So one thing we can get out of the diddler is just don't accept open drinks. Like if you didn't see that drink and poured, because I know a lot of like fancy places, they do walk around, like even at wedding venues, they do walk around with like, oh, you have yeah, we just not going to do that. We're just not going to drink it. We don't know what they did. If I can't watch you pour it in there, I don't want it. I'm good. No Diddy. Literally.
But I didn't take a drink yet. But I just had it in my hand. So one of the sons seen me walking, mind you, I'm with other girls, but we split up. So I was walking with one girl. She's a Puerto Rican girl. So P. Diddy's son was like, you. And I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes.
Can I get some thumbs up, please? Some subscriptions.
Terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, you. I'm like, me or her? And then he was like, no, you. Come here. So I went to him, and he gave me some shoes. So these shoes was like some Terry cloth, like robe shoes, white shoes. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want to, but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool.
See? Did y'all hear what she said? I'm going to play it one time and then I'm going to say something.
I'm thinking you could just go in the house if you want. Everybody can. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these? He was like, go in the house with these. He was like, everybody who gets these shoes, you get to go in the house. But I'm thinking you could just go in the house but everybody can't go in the house. They're literally selectively picking who they want. So I'm like, well, what about my friend? He was like, no, only you. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm holding the shoes.
Okay, not cool. If my friend can't come, I'm not coming. And that's my problem with a lot of women these days. They're not girls. They go out. Oh, I hear them all the time. Well, when I go on vacation, I don't like nobody to monitor me. I do my own thing. She do her own thing. We link back up. That's how people get kidnapped. That's be too vocal on those certain words, but that's how people come up missing. That's how people come up, unalive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're not your sister's keeper. Maybe because I am a big sister's keeper, but I'm not letting too much of my friends walk off, get away. Okay, you can go to the bathroom, but I'm watching you the whole time, watching that door. If that door is in eyes view, I'm watching. If it's not in eyes view, they're gonna have to go together. I'm sorry. That's how you eliminate that problem. Because what we not gonna do, we're not getting separated in this here club. Who was that? All right.
I'm walking around. I'm a good loyal friend. I'm not going to inside a house where they say my friend can't go. So we just walking around mingling. But we tripping out, looking at everybody like they off everything smoking and jumping around like hooligans. And so I seen P. Diddy or whatever, and I seen with the Prince. I'm not going to say what he was doing, but I get real nervous. Something real crazy, because I don't like to really expose people. I could be, but when it's about like me and my family, because it's us. But when it's other people, bro, doing something real sexual, that's all I'm going to say.
With the Prince of Dubai.
So that we can see, and so that we can get turned on, okay? So he's doing something with himself. And I'm like,
who's getting turned on by that?
Girl, do you see him? She's like, yes. But mind you, we're screaming like, girl, do you see him? Oh my God. Because of the music. And I'm just like, whatever. Then he starts to act like really obnoxious, like, I'm the king of the world, jumping around, doing all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, that's regular P. Diddy shit. But what got me was how he walked to me and was like, why are you not in the house? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, how are you enjoying my house? So we had a little talk or whatever. He's talking about all these things. Oh, yeah, you're the one that, I seen was telling me about the Prince. He's like, oh, yeah, it's very nice to meet you. Like, your life is the same, da-da-da-da. we started talking about going to Cuba with us. I'm like, what? And that's the thing. I didn't really know about this. So this is when I start asking around or whatever. I said that in the last interview. But to get to the point, I ended up going in the house. He was on me, like, go in that house. I'm like, okay. And then the person that he was there at that time, we're not going to say her name, but we all know, she came and was like looking at him like, what are you doing? Because he was talking to me for too long. So she came to like rub on his shoulders, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like, okay, let me just go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about.
He just asked her, is she with him? Cassie, allegedly, presumably, came out like, what are you doing? Like, Cassie don't know he do this. Right there. Start massaging his. So she's saying it made her uncomfortable to the point where she left her friend to put on the shoes in the house to just see what these shoes in the house about. Girl, not a girl's girl.
My body.
Hey, Riri.
Walk up in there. So my friend, like, so that's what made me go. But like,
About
to
to
like
play it
rub on
back.
his shoulders or whatever, and he just pushed her. And I'm looking like real uncomfortable, like, oh, I know what this is about. I don't want to be in the middle of there or whatever. So that's what made me go into the house, because I'm like,
I can't
okay,
get
let me
this.
go in the house. So I told my friend, like, wait right here, girl, let me just put on these shoes, see what this house is about. Walk up in there. I don't, because at the time I was just smoking weed. But you know when people are out of their mind, and you know when people, you know what you don't want to be a part of, and it's just like I'm seeing stuff that you see on the movies.
What movies?
This corner they over here doing this. This corner they over there having sex. This
I don't know movies they be doing that. Not one.
Because I don't know what I can say, because I'm not trying to be
talking about what you see on the movies.
Myself, but they were dressed up like little Harajuku Barbies.
Like what?
Little people, okay? We're not going to say what type of little people. Like a fetish. And I'm looking like, what are they doing here? Like, dressed up, little red lipstick. Like, they weren't supposed to be there. But I'm just looking like, maybe it's some type of production going on. But why would they be at this party at 7 o'clock in the morning with grown people? Like, why would they be here? So I was just like, okay, whatever. Like, but then when I'm looking in this corner, this person laid out, and I'm looking like, what's going on? Then I'm seeing like Instagram models or whatever. I'm like, oh, hey. So I'm kind of getting distracted, feeling like kind of comfortable. Like, she's here? Oh, my gosh, she's here. And then I see P. Diddy, walking through the house, like, with his eyes on me. Like, like, is this, you see, like, are you agreeing with this? And I don't. Now, mind you, I still got my
She got nice shape.
So I walked out of the house, and I'm telling her, like, oh, my God, bitch. Like, this is, oh, my God, she, like, for real? But I'm just, like, I'm not even tripping, like, oh, well, like, this nigga's weird. Like, So I'm really looking at the situation like, I don't even want to be involved in this type of stuff, because once I see something, I can't get it out of my mind. And I'm like a hypochondriac. Like, I keep on having flashbacks about it. So, whatever. So, of course, I come out, and then here and another rapper, well-known rapper, comes and starts feeling on me like, hey, you. So now it just seems like everybody is faded at this point. They're either drunk or on all the drugs, obviously, with this house music. So now I just feel like trapped in. Like, I know the devil when I see it. Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something's not right. I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it, because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here, and then I heard conversations or whatever, and then people, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, they been on me like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically to rub elbows with people, to network for the music week. But then I put two and two together, like, Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, drugged or that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll six you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching this, if you're going to do it, when you're going to do it. So I already know what time it was. And it's crazy because I had to leave that place. In my last interview, I told you I had to escape from the Prince because he was telling me we was leaving for Cuba the next day. Cuba will? With P. Diddy or what? Like, this is all crazy. So to see all of this stuff come out, and I escaped by leaving. I had to call the police and everything. I had to leave with the Prince. That's another story. From the Prince, from that house. I didn't leave with the other girls. I had to get my phone unlocked, of course. I had to catch a taxi, not even an Uber, a taxi to another location. And then I ended up going to the airport and I ended up leaving because I just felt bamboozled.
I'm gonna just say this. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
Lied to about how long I'm supposed to stay there. Then you keep talking about I'm supposed to meet this producer, but we're not talking about nothing with music, but you're talking about going to Cuba. We didn't even do what we were supposed to do in Miami, or did we do what we were supposed to do in Miami at this Freakoff? Because I'm not.
What did you do? You ain't say you did nothing.
I see, and I feel like that's what the Illuminati and stuff is about, like a secret society. Like they want to.
I feel like she has a story. I'm gonna just say it. I feel like she has a story, but I still feel like she's leaving a lot out. Like I feel like she's doing enough, saying enough to implement somebody else, but not so much her. And I can get telling your story, want your story to be told, but why put a name and face on it if you're not going to implement yourself? I can say I had something going on with a guy, a producer, whatever, but I'm not going to put a name on it if I'm not willing to implement myself, because then to me, that's what I consider hypocritical. You know what I'm saying? So, damn. We have 5 of these left. We'll see what happens with the 5. And then we'll move on to the next medium lashes.
Allow what you cool with, and then, like, no, boom, take that drink, you're drugged. Take that, you're out of it. Take that pill, because everybody was off something. But you had being in that environment like that.
How many people were at this event?
Like hundreds. Even when it was a certain amount outside, but the house was really crowded. You know what I'm saying? And you would think that, like, it was people in the house.
And you walked around?
Yeah, I walked around for about 5 minutes. I seen what to see. And I was like, no, ma'am. No, sir. Because
our clients often complain about having a slow metabolism, which we know is caused by a number of reasons. Stress is one of the biggest reasons for a slow metabolism. And one of the best ways to combat this is by taking supplements or a more holistic approach, herbs. And so I recently discovered
I'm trying my best.
And it's 100% vegan and natural, and it uses ancient herbs.
it was like selling your soul at that house. And if you like that, it's nothing to you. But if you're not like that, you're going to feel uncomfortable. And then at first, I used to think P. Diddy was like, so he always talk about team love and all of this stuff. Like he's all about, no, he all about sex, himself. And I know sex because I've dealt with men, Mark. So I know when somebody is trying to move on to stuff and sitting back acting like he just this macho man. And he is a charmer, though. That's one thing. Like, he will charm the fuck out of you. But for me, that's so game tight. I'm like, I know what this is. And I'm ready to get to the music. Like, if that's the case, you should have been like, don't tell me you about to change my life and da-da-da. And, oh, have you been writing? Oh, that's another thing, too. He was like, have you been writing the songs that I seen been telling you to write? Because the Prince wanted me to write out all the songs I ever made in my life. I said, without the beat? He's like, just start writing songs. So you never know. They'll take my music, drug me, fuck me, do whatever, and just throw me away, basically. Or after you have something on me, when we do the music, you have that on me that this happened, and now I'm blackmailed or some shit like that. Touching all on me at that party, even the rapper who touched all on me, like, that rapper was cool. Like, I was liking that rapper. But when they were like, hey, you were doing all that, what can I do? All I could do is just say, like, move his hand, like, oh, I'm fine, but, trying to, like, still be cool. And I'm like, why do everybody feel comfortable to just touch on you? Even P. Diddy, like, why I look up and you're right there? And then, like, in my face, like, Are you like in my house? Like it's weird. Like looking at him.
Where is it?
It's like when you're a kid and you're getting in trouble by your parent and you can't look them in their face. It's like a demon. I'm telling you, like this dark spirit, like he possessing you as he's looking at you. That power, that control. So I'm like, I read The Art of Seduction, motherfucker. I know what you're doing, and you're trying to really seduce me right now. And take a drink. Oh no, do this, do that, go in there. Like it's just not nothing. And I want to know why me go in the house and why not the girl. So now you're picking and choosing. So it's fishy to me. So when all this stuff started coming out, I knew I was right. I knew it. Like, it ain't no doubt about that. P. Diddy was doing all that. And like I said, I don't judge because I've been around people who can. But these hard drugs that they were
I don't know. I still feel like she leaving something out because she kind of said a couple of things that kind of like went back and forth. She kind of insinuated something happened, but also it wasn't clear enough to insinuate. So it's like she kind of telling the story, but she leaving some stuff out, which I can understand. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't watch the whole video. Like I said, I only got a chance, and I did see when her story came up, and it has been up in this channel for a while. I'm done. I'm tired. I'm tired of this. It should not have taken me this long. It should not have taken me this long. Yeah. Okay. Over it. I don't like it. I don't like these tree lashes. The individuals, they don't serve. The band is too thick. The lash band, it's too thick. That's the problem. Let's see that? It's too thick. But she still got. We're gonna just finish this out.
Like, why is people doing stuff all in the open? Like, that's just offending me and assaulting me, period. Because where am I at? Sign up for this, and how can I really get out? So I had to like ease my way on out. You know, it's security, but they not caring about what happens as long as that phone is closed. They damn near don't care if somebody died up in there. Ain't nobody can feel it.
And they were famous people or not?
It was a whole bunch of famous people.
Yeah.
Like 4 famous people and then some Instagram models. And the whole time he just was like trying to undress me. And I was thinking like this is really no cap. Because at that time, you know, I always been skinny. So at that time, the son who came up to me, I was like, boy, is it because I resemble him? Like, you know, like Kim Porter, like stuff like that. Like, you just never know. Like, I feel like, you know, he does have a type.
She said, is it because I resemble your mom? No nanny or baby mama of the diddlers resemble her. And I'm not trying to be mean about it, but what do you mean by that? Because you don't resemble, and I'm just speaking on, she doesn't resemble, like Cassie, Kim Porter, Misha, whoever the freak else. She don't, his new baby mom with baby girl Love, like she don't resemble neither one of them. Like, which baby mama is she talking about? Because she's not the baby mama. Like she gives me more Young Miami. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where he wanted to go. You know, maybe that's that around the time, you know, they started dealing with each other. Maybe that's what he was looking for in her, somebody like her, but she wasn't with it. I give her that. I definitely give her that, you know, couple things up for question. But I definitely give her that, you know, like, you know, she may have entertained it. She may be a little bit weary about putting her story out here on full blast, because she said before she did that by accident. She kind of had slipped at her tongue or whatever. So it's a little different. But basically what I got I'll say it and let me finish listening. Jumping to
I
conclusions.
feel like everybody that was in the house, it was a certain type of person. It was a certain type of something that he wanted, what he liked, and you could just tell like he get whatever he wants. That's why he has no problem touching on you, being all in your face, popping up on you, being obnoxious, and just hounding you until you do what he say. And that's just how the industry is already, especially him, because he got a lot of money, you know.
Because you're a singer as well, right?
Yeah, so they probably like, do you want this opportunity or what? And I'm like, not that damn bad, but I do want it. I do. But if I already got a vibe and I'm seeing stuff that you're into, I already know how this is going to be. So I don't want to, like, you know, ignore some red flags and then I'll be in trouble. Because he, like, literally in trouble. Like, we know his past, like, Shine, the rapper, you know, being in jail because of him. Like, don't think just because I'm from where I'm from, you could just do
Where's she
anything.
from?
And that's
Oh,
the,
Los Angeles.
that's why I never really said nothing about it. Because I, like, who am I? You know, he got money. Like, ain't nobody going to believe me. But I have all the receipts. I have it all in my Snap to this day. It never went nowhere. That was just my experience just being in Miami for the first time. I didn't know that I was going to end up at P. Diddy's house.
Did you take those outside the house?
And I
When
ain't
I
never
got my
been to
phone back,
Miami.
Videos or something?
I took videos.
And honestly, never
when I was
planned to
going
go. I
to
never
the
had an
house before I
interest.
knew this was some weird shit. And then when I got my phone, I ended up, recording. And then I had the shoes on.
Oh, you had the.
End up there. That was just my experience just being in Miami for the first time. I didn't know that I was going to end up at P. Diddy's.
Did you take photos outside the house?
When I got my phone back, yeah.
Videos or something?
I took videos when I was going to the house before I knew this was some weird. And then when I got my phone, I ended up, recording. And then I had the shoes on.
Oh, you had the shoes.
I left with the shoes on because I don't know where I put my shoes at when I put those on. And it was a lot going on. It was real loud. So, I don't know. It just tripped me out. And I was like, is he gay? You know, like, and nothing against gays. I couldn't put my finger. I was like, what is this dude into? But
Taylor Valley.
How
You
old
have a
is she?
chocolate bone broth protein. I'm not making this up. Tastes like chocolate donuts. It's no artificial sweeteners.
his house, his Freakoff, no. Not like that. You know I'm going to make everything to a joke, but this is a real serious
You don't
situation because
know her.
it'll traumatize you because now I ain't trusting. I look at everybody like if I went to the top of the top and I've been looking at him like the top-notch mogul
I don't
and
like
like
it.
whatever.
I'm doing one more and that's it.
Child, it's a lot, but it's some stuff, you know, that I leave out because I don't want to say too much, but
Did I not just say that? Did I not just say I feel like she's leaving a lot out? I feel like she's telling a story where she's not to implement herself. And she said before she slipped at the tongue, like, didn't mean to say the things that she said in that interview. It just kind of came out. I just said that. Okay? I be on T every time.
top-notch mogul and like whatever. But child, it's a lot. But it's some stuff, you know, that I did leave out because I don't want to say too much. But because I told you it was some celebrities in, but
Trey Songz.
for these girls that did get drugged and did take these drinks, I feel like it's because everybody was all having fun. You know, you wouldn't think that somebody would do like that to you.
Exactly.
Until you get to seeing everything. And once you're intoxicated, it's too late.
Yeah, she's right.
It's just too late. So
She's right.
that's why you gotta watch what drinks you take. And they was just pushing them on us too much. Take a drink, take a drink, take a drink. And I'm like, no.
She's smart.
You know, sipping a little bit at Club Live. So I wanted to, like, mind you, I'm thinking like he gonna ask me to sing in a minute. I don't want to be toe up, you know. Until I put together, and then I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you got out and survived.
Yep, I'm always surviving. This is no joke.
You're a survivor.
For real.
You're more
And
than a
it's like,
conqueror. That's
I'm
what the
still going
word
through
is.
stuff. You know, you don't survive being traumatized. And these things do traumatize you because it's like, dang, I can't never get around this. Like, it always end up to this, sex. Or some creep shit, or is somebody taking advantage of you or something, or feeling all on you and you can't do nothing because
The streets were dangerous.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna do one more
I'm telling you.
for the new pack.
But yeah. So I just want to see, like, you know, what's gonna happen.
You thought the
'cause, you know,
streets
I
were
know a lot of people
dangerous? It is. But people with
People
power and money
controlling
is a
it.
lot more dangerous.
And I don't even know.
In the news for a while, I think.
It's gonna be in the news, and a lot of stuff is gonna come out. So don't be saying I'm lying, because I wasn't lying.
This is all alleged, but
Right.
sounds it's pretty consistent. With
You can't say her story is alleged for your protection.
And you did say this, what, like 2 years ago?
Exactly. And I told you I got sex trafficking vibes from it. Remember? I was like, he was trying to sell us.
I seen that part.
You know what I'm saying? Which one do you want? Which one? I want that one.
What does it feel like to be peddled off like that to somebody? Is it?
It's scary. It's scary because what could happen, but it's like, come on, you know, I'm honored to be
Chosen.
Chosen. Period.
I would never
But
be honored of something like that. Ever.
I don't want to end up in a ditch somewhere, you know, just
No,
because he's choosing so many people and assaulting people. I don't want to be assaulted, and I don't want to be felt up. If you're going to fill me up, make sure you ask me, can I touch you? You know, you're beautiful. You, not just you in my house so I can. And I'm like, this is weird. You know, like, tell me first, fool. Because I would have charged you, you know what I'm saying? But and I just, you know, it did hurt my feelings. So, you know, whatever. I got over it. And I didn't do music no more because I was like, I'm cool on music, bro.
That would scare you out of the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I really wish I would have watched the whole first version. We have to find the first version of her story, Tenea. We have to find the first version and compare. Because I personally feel like, I don't know what I heard a little bit of her first version and I was like, whoa. You know, like, I think I should save this so I can, go live with it. But like I said earlier, what's the purpose of like putting names out there and stories out there if you're not going to implement yourself? She's already confessed to not telling the whole story. And I just feel like personally, if you're not going to tell the whole story, not that you need to keep it to yourself, but just don't put people's names in it. Like, that's what I feel like Fugazi. Like, people always want to tell what that person did, or, what I mean? That's why I couldn't tell my people certain things, because I wasn't finna implement myself. And if I wasn't going to implement myself, then you just ain't going to know. Simple as that. That's just me. That's just how I move. Everybody don't move like that. Everybody ain't thorough. A lot of people running around here with TikTok personas. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Fake mimicked personalities from social media. I know I did not just do this with this dollar store. I'm not a fan of it, but I know this is going to go away. It's already loose. I'm going to put another... let's finish listening to this. It's almost done.
Yeah, like, this is all they want. Let me just make an album and sing and write. You a producer, ain't you? But no, you're a freak and a creep. Yeah, ask me first, because, no means no.
Well, it's nice to see you.
You too.
You look more beautiful than ever.
Oh, thank you.
Love your outfit. All right, Tenea. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Okay.
It says watch ad-free, uncensored, as well as some exclusive videos on Soft Belly's subscription channel. Available on Apple and Android apps, Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire for $10 a month. Subscribe at softwhiteunderbelly.com. Softwhite Underbelly. Mark later. I keep missing the mark with this daggone lash. I can't get it. Whatever. I can't get it. This is crazy. Lashes look crazy. Dang. At this point, just let it go. I'm gonna put one more. Somewhere in here. And I promise you, I'm done. I'm done after that. Let's see if they got anything else like at Christmas.
Even though Soft White Underbelly consists of a lot of videos, it's really a photography project to me. And if you appreciate the photography, sometimes it's difficult to enjoy it when it's scrolling down the screen, which is the only option I had in horizontal format on YouTube. So last year we came out with the first Soft White Underbelly book, which is a collection of the best portraits from the thousands of interviews. Each portrait in this book is accompanied by an interesting quote from the person's interview.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh my god.
There's more.
Oh, that's nice.
Wow. These aren't as bad as I thought.
I keep making it
Like a
worse.
witch.
I broke my promise. I
will not be reprinting this book when it sells out. So once it's gone for good. You can order yours at softwhiteunderbelly.org. $125, $150 for a signed copy. And thank you for watching.
Is that it? She has another video that popped up, and it looked like the original one.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
She's stuck, Bill, and that deadline is looming.
It looms.
This says follow-up.
I got on all blue. They're gonna be like, see, Mac?
Excuse me. Sorry if you got that.
They're going crazy on the internet.
Are you and C-Mac back together again? Depends on what week I ask you.
Yeah.
No, I
We
can't watch
work
this
together,
without
and I
watching.
kinda, like,
This is the follow-up, I guess, to her
dipped
last
out a little
video.
bit.
Oh, here's the first one. Okay.
All right, Tenea. Tenea, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
I'm from LA, West Adams District, and just all over the West Side, but that's where I first grew up, West Adams District.
Tell me about your family.
My family, I grew up it was my mom and my stepdad. My dad was in jail like all my life, in and out of jail. So because mom had me young at the age of 15, and my dad was always in jail, she was like a single mom until she met my stepdad.
I'm done.
And I guess we were a happy family, but me, personally, I felt like it wasn't really no love from my mom because I don't know if she didn't like me because of my dad. And this is real shit. Like, I know we hear it a lot, but
It's okay.
she just looked at me like, you better not turn out to be like your dad. And she was very strict. So, you know, growing up in a strict household, you know, you rebel.
All right.
That's why.
We're going to watch that later because it's still up on his channel. So I guess it got booted off of Make It Make Sense. Actually, it didn't get booted off of Make It Make Sense. I think what happened was he was told that he doesn't like his stuff, you know, copyrighted or something like that. So, you know, out of respect for him, he just, you know, took it off. That's what I think happened. But my thing is, nobody's stealing your content, dude. We're using this for educational purposes because You know, a lot of people don't even realize that people like this exist in this world, and that's why it's hard to fathom like what the freak is actually happening, what people are actually experiencing and going through. And I get that, you know. Um, but it's about ready. It's about time for me to get, up out of here. Anywho, but I get it. Like, you know what I mean? I understand why. I understand. But it's so much I wanted to say about this clip from her. I could tell that she, you know, I, basically what I got from her is that she was, I don't know, she said she didn't take the drink. But to me, she said that they were touching on her, but it just seemed like she was hesitant on a lot of stuff. Like, so basically, what I think happened is because she mentioned that there were other celebrities there, she probably did indulge in celebrities, and she knows that she's on camera. That's why I said I have to see the first interview fully to really gauge, because what it was given is she did indulge, but when it came down to Diddy and his sons or whomever, certain celebrities there, she wasn't with it, and they kind of trying to insert their dominance versus just asking. Her thing wasn't about what she seen. It kind of low key gave that she ain't care about what she seen too much. Like, she kind of was low key with it. But her thing was like, just ask. Don't insert your dominance. Don't take it from me. Don't, DR me, like, just ask. And, she ain't wrong for that, but did say something about, I don't know, when she said it was giving Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory, she was like little Kajuku Barbies. So, little Kajuku Barbies could be like, I think of like Nicki Minaj, and she said little, so I think of like how all the girls thought they was like little girls back in high school when Nicki Minaj came out. They thought they was Nicki Minaj, little Jahuku Barbies or whatever, however you pronounce that. So I'm trying to figure out, is she saying that she witnessed underage girls? Because that's kind of like what she insinuated. It's her story. I do believe she experienced something, as far as she witnessed something. Like, she didn't say somebody took advantage of her. What she insinuated was like, it looked like they were preying on her. They was touching and feeling. And she said she was kind of like, don't. And that's why I posted what I posted that day, because, no don't just mean no. Like, I'll never forget, just this past summer, me and my kid, we went to St. Thomas, and there was a YT guy there. He's probably like the only, I seen two. He probably was like the only man YT that I seen on that island at that particular beach that day. And, I was just dancing, vibing, was having their own time. Mind you, all of my kids was there, including my 18-year-old. So, like, all there splashing, having fun on the beach area. I was doing my own thing, on the sand. They was in the, the ocean, swimming and playing around. And, music is just bumping. The vibe is just lit. And the dude, I seen him while I'm dancing, and I just kind of like smiled, but like, and he smiled back, and he was like, next thing I know, I turned this nigga right there. I'm like, hi. He was like, he had his phone up, and he was like, is it okay if I could record you dancing for my friend who couldn't make it? And I was like, absolutely not. So after I said that, he proceeded to like record me. And I was like, dude, I said no. He said, really, this is exactly what he said. He was like, you did not say no. And he did like a little smile. He was like, you did not say no. I said, specifically said was absolutely not. That means no. I kid y'all not. My son, my 18-year-old, by the end of that sentence, he was like, what's up, man? My son was all the way in the water with the kids at the beach, okay, when that happened. Next thing I know, my son literally right there next to me. I'm like, dang, how you get here so fast? He's like, what's up, man? He's like, everything good? Everything good? Dude was like, yeah, man, we're good. We're good. I said, actually, no, we're not good. This dude just tried to record me after I told him, you know what I mean? Because listen, it's not too many times, you know, I get to be a damsel in distress. Now, my son wouldn't come to my rescue because the man's like, you know what I mean? And don't ever think I'm here by myself, okay? I have a son that got my back, and he sure did have my back. Dude stepped clean off, okay? And that was the end of that. And that's why I love traveling with my son. I said, my will handle business, period, okay? So anyway, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of mother effers really don't, like, they feel like if you don't tell them no, then you didn't tell them no. And I had reposted something the other day, like, you know, it's very, I've been in so many situations. I'm not going to say so many, but just awkward moments and situations where, you know, it's like, dang, like, I should only have to say this once for you to get the picture. Like, you know, and that's what that post broke down, the different ways a woman say no. I'm not ready, not right now. She pushed off. Any type of rejection that you get from a woman, she's not ready. Cause like, if a woman is comfortable enough to be with you, she gonna do that ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to, you know what I mean? If she doesn't feel safe with you enough to like just be all in, go all out, like, you shouldn't have to pressure her, and she shouldn't have to say no more than once. She shouldn't have to give no more than once. So I do feel her when she mentioned that, Tenea, when she said that, you know, like, it was a situation where she feel like it was a situation where she had like, she basically was just like, you know, I hope this doesn't fall. She feels like she just kind of had to, like, you know, like, no, I'm not ready to do that right now. Like, why do we have to feel that uncomfortable when we say no? You know what I mean? Like, and she said, who gives you the right, you know? So I do feel like she was put in uncomfortable situations that made her feel uncomfortable that night. I do also feel like she definitely indulged within some of the festivities that night, because her main message in this video, because she has two other ones that came out prior to this one. There's the original video, and there's a follow-up video to the original one, and this is the one that she came out with, I'm assuming recently, since her old video from like 2 years ago started resurfacing. So I feel like now with everything going on legally, I feel like personally just hearing this version fully for the first time versus the other versions that I didn't hear or didn't hear fully, I feel like a lot of things that she was saying in this one, like, she was more subconscious. She back a lie, and I just wouldn't have did the interview if I was her. She just should have just left it where that. But I felt like she was just trying to clear her name and not implement herself or clarify certain things that she may have said or stated within that first video. So we will come back and we will do a reaction to her first video, and then I'll come back and do another live, or maybe the same live, because they're not that like they're not that long. They're like, this one I think was like 24-25 minutes. They're not that, so we can come back, you know, and do a whole hour worth of it or whatever. He looked nice. Sorry. But yeah, we can do a whole hour worth. I'm about to go, y'all. Good night. Say, I'm playing. I'm cracking up. But yeah, we can do like a whole live commentary and figuring out what she was talking about, because at this point I have no idea. But I do feel like she was just trying to clarify certain things and take her name out of certain situations to not implement herself legally. But she did a part 1 and 2, so we'll find out what that's about when we get there. It's finna be 2 o'clock and I'm finna enjoy time with the kids. So peace and love and harmony, and be blessed. Mwah. Yes. And once again, shout outs to Ben Bad. Are you stupid or dumb? Period. If you got a shirt, rock your shirt. I honestly, this shirt was buried. I ain't seen this shirt in years, and I found it recently. I was like, yeah, yes, love it. Anyways, bye.